Hi Dalmatians, it's Miss Blaney again here with your Read Aloud for the day. I hope you're having a great week. I miss you so much. Today we are reading a story called A Tadpole Grows, and this story is written by Pam Zollman, and this story is a nonfiction story. And we know that nonfiction books are books that tell about real things, real people, real animals, real events, real places, and it gives us facts, and a lot of times they have actual photos of the topic. So, I hope you enjoy this one. Here we go. A Tadpole Grows Up by Pam Zollman. This page is called the Table of Contents. These are usually found at the beginning of a text, and they can tell the topics or the chapters, and it gives you the page numbers that they're on. This page is called Word Hunt. Look for these words as we read. They will be in bold. These words are like vocabulary words, or words that you're going to want to understand in order to understand the text. Starting at the top, we have algae, amphibian, blob, and then going to the bottom, we have embryo, string, tadpole, and worm. Tadpoles. Are those fish? No, they are tadpoles. Tadpoles grow into frogs or toads. These tadpoles will grow into toads. Frogs and toads are amphibians. Amphibians live in water and on land. Frogs have smooth skin. Toads have bumpy skin. You can see in the picture the bumps on the toad, and then on the right side, look at the smooth skin on this frog. Toads and frogs lay eggs in lakes, ponds, and puddles. Frogs lay eggs in a blob. Toads lay eggs in a string. Jelly covers the eggs to keep them safe. In the small picture, you can see a frog egg blob. And in the large picture, we have toad eggs that look like strings. Embryos grow inside the eggs. The eggs will hatch in about 2 to 3 weeks. The embryos become tadpoles when they hatch. In the small picture, there's a frog embryo inside the egg. And in the large picture, there are frog eggs that will hatch soon. A tadpole looks like a fish. It has a tail but no legs. Its gills help it get air from the water. It eats algae. Algae are plants that live in water. You can see algae in the small picture, and in the large picture, there's a frog tadpole swimming in algae. What is happening to this tadpole? It is growing back legs. Its front legs will grow later. Its lungs are growing too. Its lungs help it to breathe air. 3 months have passed. The tadpole has lost its tail. It's time to hop out of the water. The tadpole eats bugs and worms now. Tadpoles can grow into toads in the top picture, and tadpoles can grow into frogs in the bottom picture. Let's review what we've learned. A tadpole grows up. First, jelly covers the eggs to keep the frog eggs safe. Embryos are inside those eggs. 2. Look, this egg is about to hatch. When the egg hatches, a tadpole comes out. 3. These tadpoles are 10 days old. 4. This tadpole is hungry. Look at it eat. 5. The tadpole is getting bigger. It has back legs now. 6. It's still growing, but it hasn't lost its tail yet. 7. Where's the tail? It's gone. The tadpole is grown up. It is a frog now. This page is called the glossary. It tells us about new words that we've learned. It's usually found at the end of a text, and the words are arranged in alphabetical order. It'll usually have the definition of those important words. And last but not least, These animals lay eggs in the water too. We have jellyfish, newts, salamanders, and trout. We call these animals amphibians, just like frogs and toads. What did you think? I love that nonfiction story that tells us real facts about frogs and toads. I actually got curious myself because I live really close to a little pond. So I went out and got some fresh air. I'll show you what I found if you keep watching. Bye, Dalmatians. See you next time. So first I went outside my house and tried to check the gutters, and I found a little lizard friend. But he wasn't what I was looking for, so I put him back in his home. So I walked on the path down to the little pond where I thought I could find some frogs or toads. Unfortunately, I just wasn't fast enough to catch any on the camera, but I did see some jumping into the water because I scared them off. I also did find myself a frog under a piece of wood, but I wasn't quick enough to push the camera button and he jumped away. But the really cool thing that I found was I was poking around with this stick at the edge of the water, and if you look really close, I found some eggs. Do you remember what kind these are? They're in a blob. That's right, they're frog eggs, and soon they will hatch and be little tadpoles. You guys have an amazing week, and I will see you here next time for another Read Aloud. Bye!